thought today would be a good day to do a low to the mat grounding practice. We will do a little bit of standing work just to get us warm, but everything's going to be very rooted into the feet and opening across the chest, bringing in light and love, bringing in breath to the heart center, and knowing that as long as we stay grounded into the earth and open in our hearts, all this too will pass. So let's start in a comfortable seat, taking the hands to the knees, closing the eyes, and just take a moment here to drop into the body, becoming aware of the weight of the low body as it roots deeply into the earth, feeling the outside edges of your feet, feeling the sits bones, and taking a minute to recognize where the shoulders might be in space. So maybe roll them up to the ears and allow them to drop down the back, feeling the collarbones broaden and the chest open, feeling the blades drop down and release the shoulders from the ears. And in doing that, notice the length that you found through the spine. Feeling solidly rooted through the base of the spine, and from that point rising up through the crown of the head. And as you come into this neutral space in the body, take a moment to connect with your breath, simply noticing the inhale and the exhale. And then becoming connected to the feeling of the inhale, the expansion, the opening, and the feeling of the exhale, the release, and that containment as the ribs draw in towards center. And begin to make each breath cycle just a bit longer. Perhaps counting from 1 as you breathe in, and beginning again from 1 as you breathe out. Trying to match the count. So if you breathe in to 5, breathe out to 5. And the mind might naturally wander here. Gently guide it back as you begin again at 1 on the inhale, pausing at the top and beginning again at 1 on the exhale. As the breath steadies the mind, take a moment to create a clear intention in the space of the mind's eye, whatever that might be for your practice today. Feel it as it moves through your body with the inhale, and feel that intention release out into the world with the exhale. We'll be tapping into that connection throughout the practice as we connect back to our breath. For now, keeping eyes closed, but allowing the arms to rise up overhead. Interlacing your fingers and drawing the heels of the hands down around the back of your head, letting the chin tuck toward the chest. Feeling your elbows gently wrap around your temples, feeling a stretch over the back of the neck and your upper traps. Connecting with that deep, full inhale and complete emptying exhale.
Slowly release the hands up overhead, keeping chin tucked. Pressing pinky side of the hand back as you feel a stretch over the front of the chest. On your next inhale, gaze rises, eyes open. And as you exhale, round and rinse it out, finding a bit of a seated cat-cow here. Inhaling to rise. And exhaling, round and rinse. Inhale, rise last time. Exhale, round and rinse. Stay rounded here. Push over to your right side as you feel a stretch over your left ribs. Push over to your right side as you feel a stretch over, to your left side as you feel a stretch over your right ribs. And inhale the arms up. Exhale the hands through center chest. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, rise, open across the chest. Exhale, draw energy down to center chest. Last time, rise up. And draw that energy down. Closing the eyes. Taking a deep breath in. And a full open mouth exhale. From here, taking the left ankle crossing in front of the right. Readjusting the seat as you walk the sits bones back. And then plant the right hand to the earth as you lift up through the left, breathe in. Push down through that left hip as you breathe out. Find the stretch over the side of the ribs. And then open the heart, open the chest, breathe in. Surrender as you breathe out and twist. Open the heart, breathe in. Surrender the heart, breathe out. Last time we breathe in. And as you breathe out, surrender down, walking that left hand up and over to the right corner and pressing back through that left hip. Reaching the heart toward the fingertips, extending. Feeling that stretch over your low back into the QL. And then slowly walking your hands forward, tent your fingertips. Broaden across your collarbones and surrender the heart forward, offering up your intention, your love, your openness. Breathe in and breathe out. Walking those hands back will change the way the legs are crossed. Again, adjusting your seat, walking the sits bones back so we're not tucked under. Left hand roots, right arm reaches, breathe in, find space over the ribs, stretching over the intercostals. Breathing in, open the heart. Breathing out, surrender, close. Breathing in, open. Breathing out, surrender and close. Last time, breathe in, open. Breathing out, reach forward, surrender the heart down, lengthen forward. Imagine the extension of the heart energy drawing out through the fingertips. Feeling that stretch over the right side of the low back into the QL and the hip. Walking your hands forward, lengthening across the chest, sending the chest through the shoulders as you surrender downward, leveling the chin. And slowly inhale, rising up once again and drawing hands down through center chest. Interlace your fingers, press out, round the spine, tuck the chin. And slowly find your way to hands and knees. Taking your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Find a few cat-cows, maybe close the eyes. Breathe in, lengthen your chest forward, open across the collarbones. Breathe out, round your spine. Breathe in, open, offer. Breathe out, round and surrender. Last time we open up. And round and rinse here. Stay rounded in your spine as you push over to your left side, taking your left hand to the right and feeling feeling that nice deep stretch over the side of your waist, feeling solid into the shins, the knees, the tops of your feet. Inhale to come through center, and as you exhale, keep the spine rounded, reach your hip back to the right, your right hand over to the left. Breathing into the side of the waist. And drawing back through center, finding your neutral spine firmly rooted into the legs and the hands. You'll step back through the left toes and lift up to hip height, keeping that chin slightly tucked to lengthen your neck. And then extend out through right fingertips, spinal balance here. Rooted and firm into the left hand and right leg. Finding movement here, we inhale to reach. We exhale, pull under the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round and pull under. Last time, lengthen. Rounding and pull under. Keep that connection, elbow to knee if you can. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Excuse the plumbing noise. We've got some construction going on in my house. Extend and release down. Find a cat-cow as you reset the spine here. And round out. Stay rounded. Push your hips back toward the center of the heels. Find that nice stretch across your low back. And then draw forward to neutral, extending now right toes, lengthening up to hip height. Left arm extends, hold, firmly rooted into left leg, right palm. Breathing. Inhaling, you're extending. Exhale, elbow comes to knee. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, extend, pull under, make that connection, hold 3, 2, and 1. Extend it out. And drop down, hands and knees, cat-cow to reset your spine. Coming to your neutral spine, you'll curl your toes under, send your hips back towards your heels, and hover those knees up off of the floor. From there, rooting into the first finger and the thumb, rolling those shoulders open and lifting your hips to your first down dog of practice. Pedaling out, dropping one heel, bending the opposite knee, just waking up across those hamstrings, the calves, the Achilles. And take a minute here as you settle into both heels to lift up to the balls of the feet and bend your knees, sending your lowest ribs towards your thighs as that opens the chest and upper thoracic spine. And then lengthen those heels back to the earth, letting the head hang heavy. Slowly lift to the balls of the feet. Drop the heels to the left side of your mat so you're on the blade edges of the feet, lifting the hips up and back to the left side of the room. Feeling that stretch again across the side of your waist. Inhaling, lengthen up through the balls of the feet. Exhaling over to your right side, stretching on the left side of your waist. Inhaling to center, and as you exhale, walk your feet to meet your hands. Lengthen here, halfway lift, firmly root into all four corners of your feet. Exhale, release down. Inhale, rise and reach up, lengthening back, and exhale, fold forward. Lengthen again, halfway lift. Plant those hands, step it back, find plank and hold. Feel firmly rooted into the earth through the hands. Take that energy with you up through your shoulders, into your navel as it draws toward the spine, and down and back through the heels as you push back. Broaden your chest, offer your heart forward, and then slowly roll to the tips of your toes as you lower down all the way to the earth. tenting your fingertips here. Lengthen your spine and open your chest. Drop over into your left shoulder. Look to your right. Inhale, we come through center. And exhale, look to your left as you drop over through right shoulder. Inhaling to center. Exhaling, look right. Inhale, center. Exhale, look left. Slowly back to neutral, taking the hands underneath your shoulders, thumbs toward lowest ribs as you lengthen up. Find baby cobra here, broaden the collarbones. Keep that chin tucked for neutral spine through cervical. Curl your toes, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Slowly take your gaze forward toward your thumbs. Walk to the top of the mat. Lengthen here, halfway lift and release. Rooting into your feet, rise up and draw the hands to center chest, keeping eyes gently closed. Take a moment to connect through your feet into your standing body. Inhale, rise, let the gaze lift, eyes open. As you exhale, stepping into that right foot, you'll step back through left, and root into the outside edge of the foot for your warrior one. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, open across your chest. Inhale, sweep and rise. Exhale, open. Sweep and rise. Exhale, open, sink even lower. This time elbows draw back, shoulder blades draw toward one another. Open the chest, offer the heart up, rooted firmly through the earth as we offer up energy and release our hands behind the back. Now you can grab hold of a strap or a belt, anything, maybe a tie, anything that would extend your reach if the grip does not reach. Lengthen your chest upward as you inhale. Holding here if this feels okay. If you prefer to take it further, you can surrender that heart forward into your humbled warrior. Again, rooted firmly in the feet, offering energy down through the heart. Surrendering and releasing to the earth here. Inhaling to sweep your arms high. And exhale, rinse it out. Hands to the floor, step it back to plank. Knees to the floor if you'd like, or flow through low plank to cobra to downward facing dog. Let's inhale the gaze to the thumbs and exhale, walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and surrender. Inhale, root into the feet, rise up. Exhale, step back with your right foot, rooting into the outside edge of the foot for warrior one. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, open cactus arms. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Last time, reach up, offer up. Exhale, send it out, open across the chest, and release your hands behind the back. Finding your interlace, opening the shoulders, staying here, or offering the heart forward as you surrender into humbled warrior. Slowly lengthen up. Rise and reach. Rinse it away. Hands frame the foot. Step it back, plank. Your option. You can simply meet in downward dog or child's pose, or you can take your vinyasa, whatever that looks like for you today. Find 2 breaths in your down dog. And on your next inhale, look up to your thumbs. Walk to the top of the mat. Take about a hip width distance between your feet, so 2 fist width between the big toes. And we're going to sit low, taking this variation of chair pose, sitting like you're sitting in a chair, weight in the heels, toes light. Offer up the heart as you find cactus arms and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Rise up. Hands to center chest as you send the left foot back. Crescent lunge, back heel high. Root firmly into that front foot. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, back. Imagine you have a big exercise ball behind your back. You want to offer up over that. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to center chest. Lengthen your spine on your breath in and send your chest across the knee as you breathe out. Now, if elbow doesn't comfortably reach the outer knee, you can take forearm or wrist, whatever works for you. But find your twist as you lengthen your heart forward and then open it up, bring it out to your right side. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, rinse it away. Send it back to plank. Find your variation as we meet in either a downward facing dog or child's pose for 2 breaths. Let's walk to the top of the mat. Lengthen here, halfway lift. Release, rise up. This time sending your right foot back, crescent lunge, back heel high. Keep the hands to center chest to begin. Find your solid footing. Interlace your fingers. Reach the palms up, breathe in. Open the chest, breathe out, relaxing shoulders away from ears, maybe bending elbows. Inhale up and exhale to center chest. Lengthen through the crown. Exhale, ring out. Again, your variation of this pose. Keep your gaze steady as you send weight forward through your left shin, back through your right heel, and ring out from navel to ribs to chest as you open across those collarbones and send that heart energy out. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, rinse it away. Find your flow, meeting in child's or down dog. For 2 breaths. Lengthening the gaze to the thumbs. This time, if you'd like, you can roll up to the balls of the feet and spring forward or simply step. Lengthen here, halfway lift. Release to fold. Breathe in, rise up. Breathe out. This time, hands to the top of your head. So interlace your fingers. Press the the palms of the hands to the top of the head, and the top of the head to the palms of the hands. Feel rooted. Connect with your breath. Close the eyes. Revisit your intention. And release the hands, sweep up, gaze, lifts, eyes open, sit low chair pose. Now chair pose neutral is a hip width distance. If you would like to take it a little bit more advanced, you can take the big toes to touch. But always keep the weight into your heels and your toes super light. Breathing in here. And breathe out, fold. Now, separate the feet as wide as your mat. Grab opposite elbow to opposite hand and surrender down into this forward fold. Release the head heavy, shaking yes and no. And slowly lengthen here, keeping that wide stance. And then sit low again, nice wide chair pose, almost a Malasana squat as the arms reach up. Pressing into the heels, rise up. Hands to center chest. Finding some balance before we come low to our mat. Root into your right foot, and you can take any variation of tree that works. You can take roots down, grow into that little seedling, or perhaps mighty oak, but wherever you are, make sure you're not right on your knee, and press foot to leg, leg to foot as you draw up and in through the midline and reach those branches out. Maybe today, cactus arms, open and offer that heart energy up and out as you stay rooted and grounded to the earth. Breathing in and breathing out. If it feels comfortable for you and balance is maintained, hands can come behind the back, rinse out the shoulders. Slowly draw the left knee forward, kick that leg out, hold 4, 3, 2, and on 1 step forward, offer the heart, whoa, little balance issue there. Offer the heart up as you fly into your airplane pose. Leveling the hip, opening the chest, keeping that heart lifted and light, and slowly hinging up as you take your variation of tree on the left side. Finding level hips, finding open heart, and reach. Opening cactus arms, deep breath in. Full breath out. Perhaps interlacing hands behind the back as you rinse out the shoulders. And slowly draw forward through the knee. Kick that foot out. Hold 4, 3, 2, and 1. Root into right foot. Fly your airplane. Opening the chest, offering heart energy forward. Staying solidly rooted into the earth. And then step both feet together as you breathe in and breathe out. Lengthen here, halfway lift. Plant those hands and step back. This time, plank to tabletop. Cat-cow. Reconnect. Reestablish your flow of breath. Reestablish your connection to your intention. And slowly come back to your neutral spine, taking that right leg back behind you. You're going to send the knee to the shoulder and back and across. Knee to shoulder, back and across to the left. And this time as you come to shoulder, sending that leg wide, keeping the hands to the floor. Now, if the floor doesn't work for you, I would, if you have yoga blocks, I would generally use yoga blocks, but not all of us do. So books, we all got plenty of books in the house, right? Books would work. In my gym, I have plenty, but I don't want to walk away from the camera right now. So, you can tent fingertips, but what we want to do is be opening across the chest the whole time. So wherever your hands need to be to keep that spine long and the chest open. Dropping the hips forward and down, offer the chest open. Feel the stretch through your hips and breathe. Root into the left hand either through floor, block, books, whatever supports you. Open up across the chest as you twist. And slowly send that right hand to the inner knee. press that knee open, let those hips drop even deeper. Slowly releasing here, sending that right leg back to meet the left. And again, reset cat-cow. Coming to your neutral spine, your left toes will step back behind you. Drawing that leg up, take the knee to the shoulder and across and back to your right. To shoulder and over to the right. Last time to shoulder, send it wide outside of your pinky and set up either your block, your books, a ball, anything that allows you to keep the chest open and offered forward. Feel rooted and connected through the feet, the back leg, the hands, and feel open and light across the upper body. Root into the right hand, floor, block, books, whatever works, open across your chest. Connect with the breath, full and complete inhale, full and complete exhale. Allowing that hand to come to the knee as you open up across that inner thigh. And again, broaden across your collarbones. Sending the hands both to the inside of the foot as you bring that left leg back. Allow the toes to touch and send your hips back to your child's pose, surrendering down and releasing the forehead to the earth. From your child's pose, lift up. You'll sit to your right hip. We haven't done a lot to open our hips today, so we're gonna skip our full pigeon and we're gonna take variations of it instead. Taking that right leg so that the ankle and knee are in one line and the shin is parallel to the short side of the mat. You'll take the left leg behind you, so now your thigh is parallel to your right shin. And then send the chest forward. Again, you can stay wherever feels comfortable. High up, tented fingertips, maybe forearms to blocks or books. Maybe it feels okay in your body to walk all the way down over that leg. And if the forehead doesn't comfortably touch the floor, block or books, perhaps one potato, two potato fists, resting down. Surrender and feel grounded. Feel supported here, knowing that any discomfort that you feel can be recognized and acknowledged on your breath in, and softened and released out on your breath out. Just know that any discomfort that we feel will pass if we allow ourselves to move through it, one breath at a time. And that translates to discomfort we feel off the mat as well. Slowly draw the body up away from that right shin. Sweep the left leg forward and change your position. Opposite side now. Finding what feels comfortable for you and either sending the chest slightly forward, supported on something in front, or all the way to the earth. Forehead releasing down to something so that you can again make that connection and simply breathe. Begin again to walk the hands away from that lower body. And coming back to a seated position, soles of the feet to the earth, hands behind the knees, open the chest, breathe in, surrender and round, breathe out. Seated cat-cows here, lift and open, breathe in, round and release, breathe out. Now coming back to neutral spine, hands will come behind the back. Make yourself some space so that you can create that figure 4 shape, crossing right ankle over left knee. Now you might feel plenty right here. You can stop right here. If you would like more, draw the left heel in towards your glute, turn your fingertips to face behind you, and use them to offer that heart up and broaden across those collarbones. You're just feeling that nice deep stretch right across that outer hip. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Now you can stay right here, or you can lean to your left hand, take your right hand into the arch of the right foot. Lift the chest, broaden the collarbones, and find a twist here. Pushing foot to hand, hand to foot, and really feel that ringing out in your back, in your hip. And slowly come back through center. Walk your left foot to the right, sending the sole of the right foot to the earth, and begin to take the twist. Left hand over right knee. Now your right hip wants to lift up off the floor. Try and keep it rooted as we twist. Collarbones open, chest lifted and light. And slowly back through center. Now you can keep your feet where they are if this is as far as they want to go, or you can walk them away from one another so your knees somewhat stack. And again, you might need to take that left foot out away from the right hip. Take a breath in with hands to your ankles and a breath out as you surrender that heart forward, supporting the body with the fingertips. So you're giving some backward pressure through the hips, feeling the hips open and release. And slowly walk back. Unwind those feet, soles of the feet to the floor, windshield wiper the knees from side to side. From here, again, make space, create that figure 4 shape, and find your variation. You may feel fine right here. For more, you draw the heel in. You really make sure that foot is flexed and open the knee, broaden the chest, and breathe. Again, you might stay here for a few more breaths, or perhaps you reach that left hand into the arch of the foot, lifting the chest and slowly twisting, pressing foot to hand, hand to foot. And come back through center. Walking that right foot over to your left, sole of left foot to the floor. Find a twist, right hand to the knee, lift up and ring out. Trying not to let that left hip come off the floor, rooting it down. Every breath in, we find length. Every breath out, we find deeper twist. Slowly coming back through center, we'll walk the feet away from one another, stacking those knees only as much as feels comfortable in your body, knowing that if this does not work, a cross-legged position is just fine, keeping that left leg forward. From here, you'll lift and open the heart, and then surrender it forward as you root back into the earth through the hips. Slowly we draw back through center, unwinding those legs, gentle windshield wiper through those knees. And scoot up to the top of your mat, take a breath in, open across your chest, and then slowly roll back one vertebrae at a time. Keeping those knees into your chest, make gentle circles with the knees 3 times in each direction. slowly release your hands out to the side like the letter T. Let those knees drop to your right as you take your gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale the knees through center. Exhale the knees to the left, the gaze to the right. Inhale the knees through center, and exhale, send those legs up. Simply release and surrender here. Feel the entire body heavy on the floor from back of head to hips. Feel the weight of the femur bones as they drop deep into the hip sockets. The flow of blood releasing. And slowly surrendering down into your Shavasana. Taking a moment here to find the place that is most comfortable and allows you to be still. And as you settle in, take a breath in, opening the mouth to exhale. Breathing in light, breathing out light, breathing in love, breathing out love, breathing in hope, breathing out hope. Breathing in faith, breathing out faith, breathing in wisdom and peace, breathing out wisdom and peace. Feel blanketed in those words. Feel supported and grounded. Release into Shavasana.